wire, and this is 20 gauge, if you can see it. 20 gauge copper wire that I bought from Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to create a handmade wire wrap ring using these stones. Can you see that? This is a stone. This is another stone I'm going to use, the same stone. And I'm also going to put a Swarovski crystal in the middle to give it the perfect shine. Okay? So I'm going to go a little fast, so just kind of take a close look at what I'm doing. And it takes me less than 5 minutes to make this ring. So starting off with the 20 gauge wire, which is here, I'm going to take off maybe about 2 feet of it. Okay, so I got 2 feet of it. I'm using my heavy duty cutting tool, and I'm going to cut it at the length that I think I need. Now that I have my wire, I'm going to add my first bead. I added my first bead. It's on the wire. I'm going to also put the Swarovski crystal in the middle, like so. I have my other stone that you've seen. I'm going to put that one on. Now, I have my stones on the wire. So what I'm going to do next is make the wire even. I'm going to make it even. So, after I make it even, can you see this right here? This is how my ring is going to look when I'm finished with it. Okay? So now I'm going to use another tool, which is the main tool to make a handmade wire wrap ring. You will need a ring mandrel. You can use a wood ring mandrel, you can use a plastic ring mandrel, or you can use a metal ring mandrel. I prefer to use the metal ring mandrel because you can, when you start to form the ring, you can use a hammer, any type of hammer. You can get it from anywhere, Home Depot, Lowe's, wherever you choose to get it from, dollar store. Anyway, after you have your ring mandrel, after you have made the wire even, okay, I'm going to put this on the metal ring mandrel. Say I wear a size 10, just give an example. Sorry, say I wear a size 9. I'm going to start wrapping my ring at a size 10. So, let me see if I can show you this. It has numbers on the ring mandrel. I don't know if you can see it real good, but I know you can probably see the lines on here. I'm going to start wrapping my ring at a size 10. I'm making a size 9 ring, so I always start one size higher, and you'll see why in the end, okay? So, it's on 10. I take one part of it. I keep my thumb holding it at size 10. I'm going to wrap this wire about 3-4 times, okay? So watch me closely. It's going to go fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's leaving me with about 2 inches of wire, maybe. Okay, now I'm holding on to this side. I'm going to wrap the other side the same amount of times. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Now, it's on size 10. This is how much wire I have left. You can see that. I'm going to take the wire. You can see the ring a little bit. I'm going to start wrapping around the stones. Okay? Like 1, 2. Now I can start being creative and wrap the wire however I want to wrap it. I'm going to take the other side and do the same thing. 1, 2. You can wrap it around how many times you want, but this right here helps to make the ring. Okay? So, now that I did that, I want you to take a look now. This is how the ring is gonna look. Can you see that? Okay. I'm taking the ring off of the ring mandrel. It looks like this. You're gonna see two pieces of wire on each side. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is take my flat pliers, flat round nose pliers. I'm going to use this side right here, and on the side of the ring I'm gonna start bringing it through like so, like that. Okay, can you see that? So I'm just gonna do this about 3-4 times. So that's 1, 2, 3. Brought it through. I'm gonna leave that side. I'm gonna leave this much wire out for right now. Okay, I think that's enough wrapping. So once you have wrapped it, this is actually how it's gonna look on the side. It's gonna look like that. Now I'm taking the other side with this much wire I have left. I don't really have a certain way of how I do it. I just be creative and do whatever comes to mind. And every time I make a ring, it comes out different. One ring will not look like the other. All of them will look the same. Okay? And I'm doing the same thing on this side, bringing the wire underneath about 4 times. And you need this tool right here because it's easy to grasp the wire to bring it across. Okay? So I have that much wire left. Okay? So now what I'm gonna do is use my I'm gonna use my cutting tool. This is how the cutting tool looks. You can buy this at any jewelry store, Hobby Lobby, places like that. Order it online. Okay. So when you get this tool, now I'm gonna cut the SS wire. I'm cutting it. All right. I'm also cutting this side. When I cut it, see, it looks more like a ring now, right? More like a ring now. I'm gonna take my flat nose pliers. I'm going to, with the wire that I have that's sticking out a bit, I'm gonna kind of press it together with this, and I'm gonna bring it around until it's nice and flat, where it is not sticking out at all. Okay. I'm gonna do the same to the other side. I'm gonna make sure that last wire that I cut is nice and flat. All right. So the wire is nice and flat now. And now what I'm going to do is just make sure it looks okay. I'm just still trying to flatten it to make sure it looks nice and even. Okay, so I'm gonna take the ring and the ring mandrel again. Put the ring back on the ring mandrel. I'm gonna slide it on there. Now this is where you're going to use your hammer. Okay, so you're pretty much finished with the ring, but now you're going to make it smooth to where when you put it on your finger, it will slide on real smoothly. It won't scratch you or anything like that. So this is just going to flatten it on here. So you're going to hear me making a little noise. I just have a towel down here on my table. I'm going to put the camera down right here so you can see. Okay, so I have it right here. I'm using my hammer. I'm just making sure it's nice and flat. Alright. Sometimes I take it off, slide it back on, and I'll do it again. Alright. So, now that I've done that, I want you to see how the ring came out. Okay? Remember the ring I started off wrapping at a 10. Now, my ring actual size that I put it back on the ring mandrel is actually a 9. So just like I said, you start off one size higher than the size that you want to make. Okay? This is the ring. This is how it looks. This is the front. Okay? See how I did the wire? That's why I say with these you can be so creative and do whatever comes to mind. It's kind of like freestyle. You see this side? This is the other side. This is how it came out. Okay? You see how the sides came out? How I was telling you to make sure you use the flat nose pliers and press down. Make sure it's nothing that will be scratching. I'm going to put it on my finger now so you can see how it look, okay? So, putting it on my finger fits perfectly. I wear about a size 9 in ring. This is how it looks on my finger. So this is a petite agate copper wire with Swarovski crystal as an accent in the middle. Now, if you was really timing me, really didn't take me long to make this at all. So I just wanted to show you a little something on how I make my jewelry, and which is how to make my handmade wire wrap ring. You can make it with any type of stone. Don't matter what type of stone you're using. If you're using a crystal, a flat stone, round stone, depends on how you make it, how you design it, how you wrap it. Just make sure you follow the steps that I just showed you, and your ring will come out perfect. Okay, well, since we're finished with that, I just want to show you one more thing that I created. And this is a necklace that I made. It has a clear crystal pendant that I hand wire wrap. Once you start learning how to wire wrap, you can start wire wrapping, even making your own pendants, and that's what I do. That makes the necklace so custom. In these pieces, I use check crystal. The class is a leaf class, as you can see, and the stones are very unique and different. I like the way it goes up in one direction. So this is just a little something I wanted to show you that I made. Okay, so I hope my video was helpful. Make sure you actually participate in the $5 raffle. I have this every month. I have a first and a second place winner that will win the prizes that I have shown on my website, and sometimes I might surprise you and make something really custom. I don't charge you for delivery or anything like that. Make sure when you pay that you leave your information so that way I can contact you when I do the drawing at the end of the month. Now the next drawing will be for July. So make sure you enter, spread the word, tell your friends about my website, and also add your name on my list of customers so that I can stay in contact with you and let you know when I have any house parties, when I go back to Traders Village, or anything like that. And anytime if you want something custom made, just leave me a detailed message on my website. I will be more than happy to make that for you. But you have to be very detailed on what you want, or if you see something on my website that you want, let me know and I can try to make that thing. The thing is, the pieces that I use are very unique and different. So every necklace, bracelet, whatever I'm trying to make, I always try to make it unique and different. Okay, so you'll never really see two pieces that are exactly the same. Well, thank you again for taking the time out to watch my video, and I hope you enjoyed it. So make sure you go to the store if you want to start a new project and get you a ring mandrel, or and get your tools that you need to make your jewelry. So have fun, stay tuned, and I'll see you soon. Bye.